Hello friends, it's that time of the year that you have to maintain your hard-earned Salesforce Administrator certification. So the first thing you want to make sure is you log in to your Trailhead profile, and once you log in, it'll show you which certifications are due for maintenance. So the one I'm talking about in this video is the Administrator Spring 21 module, which is due in April 22, and go to the Trailhead module for this, and you need to read through this text and obviously check in this challenge. So that is, perform a few activities in a playground to be able to maintain your certification. So first, let us quickly glance through what these changes are. So the first one is Salesforce now allows you to send rich text emails from your flow using send email action. So what does that mean? If you go to your setup and look for flows and go to a new flow and open any flow, and if you drag on a new action, you can see there's a category called email, and when you click on this, an option to send a rich text formatted body. And obviously you have the ability to pick a template here. That means you have to define your rich text template first. But this is the change that they're talking about, that you will now be able to send rich text formatted emails as an action through your flow. Now the next one is they've introduced something called a split view in the list views. So if you go to any object, and this is your standard list view, which you should be familiar with, you used to have a couple of options here at the drop down. So this was table and Kanban, and now they have introduced a third one called split view. So if I zoom out for a second, you have the Kanban view, and you're no doubt familiar with the list view or the table view, and they have introduced a third one called a split view, which allows you to display a split screen, one with a list and then a detail on the right side, kind of like your Outlook email layout. So you can display the list view here and then click on it to go into the detail of that one. And the next one is another straightforward one. What they've done is they've given you the ability to see what has changed in an opportunity in the last 7 days. So when you go to opportunity list view or Kanban view, you can see that this opportunity has increased in value or decreased in value and so on. So this is enabled by default, and you can enable or disable that in opportunity settings. So these are the settings, and if you just search for opportunity settings in setup, you'll be able to find this. Then the next one is you can break up your record details with dynamic forms. So if you have ever worked with Lightning Page Editor, if you go to edit page, you will only be able to edit sections and not necessarily fields. So you can see, if I go to the details section, this whole thing is being treated as a section, and I cannot necessarily change the fields within this section, and you have to go to the object setup to be able to edit the fields here. So they've enabled that in this new version. So that's the activity here. So at the end, we'll do the activity, and when we check in the activity, you will be able to see that you can then edit the fields within this section. So let me go here, scroll down, launch my playground. And once you have launched your playground, go to get your login credentials and click on reset password, and go to the link that you receive in your email and select a new password. Then you go back here and download the spreadsheet. And the reason we're doing all of these steps is this feature, to be able to edit the fields, is only available for custom objects. So we are trying to create a custom object so that you can then have a look at this feature and check in your playground activity. So I have downloaded the file. Now you go to Object Manager and create custom object from spreadsheet. So we will use the spreadsheet that we just downloaded to create a new custom object. Click on Login with Salesforce, and the username is the one that you have just reset the password for. So your username will be in the email that you have received. Click Login and allow everything. And now you have the ability to upload this file. So I'm going to select the one that I've just downloaded. So now you know that these are the fields in your custom object. If you click Next, I want to make sure that the object properties are as prescribed in the exercise. So let me go back here, and they want the label of the custom object as new car survey. So I'm going to copy this and change the label, update the plural label, and ensure the API name is new_car_survey, which it is, and finish. So it's creating our object now, and that is done. So we have created a custom object from a spreadsheet. So you can close this tab now. Now go to your Sales app and search for the object that we just created and change your list view to all records. Then go to this record. Now once you have loaded that record, go to Setup, Edit Page. Now you can see here on the right hand side there's a dialog where it says you can now configure record detail sections and fields inside the Lightning App Builder. So to do that you have to upgrade now. So let's click on Upgrade and click Next. And now you want to make sure you select this layout and click Finish. So you can see something has changed, and now you can see that you are able to edit fields within a section. So what they want us to do for this exercise is click on this one and select this to one column. So you're laying out the whole thing in one column. Now select the new car field and remove it by clicking on this trash icon. And now you can change the layout or the order in which the fields appear as well. So I want to drag this field called 4-wheel drive below the type of the field. So I'm simply following the steps in the exercise. So just follow along. Now I'll click on Add Filter and go to Advanced, select the field, select Record, and then Type, and done. And select the equal operator and type in SUV and click Done. So we have added a filter to this. So we'll add another one. Click Add Filter, Advanced, Field, Record, and Type. Click Done again. And this time we want this to equal truck. And there's an AND condition between these filters. We want to change that to OR. So you want to select any filters are true. And now save, activate, and assign as our default. Select desktop and phone and save. So you've activated and assigned this page. So now you're ready to click on this back arrow to leave this Lightning App Builder. So now you can see on this record page that you don't see a field called 4-wheel drive, and that's because we have applied a filter on it. So if you edit this type field, and let us type truck on it and save. So now you can see this 4-wheel drive field has appeared. And what we have done is we are restricting the fields on the page based on the value in another field. If I change this to SUV as well, this should work. But if I change this back to coupe or something else other than the two values, then the four-wheel drive field is disappearing. So that's the purpose of this. So you can now edit the fields on the layout of a custom object and also use filters to hide and display these fields dynamically. So that's how you can create a custom object from spreadsheet and also use dynamic forms. So now let us go back to our Trailhead and complete our challenge. So what they want you to do is follow along the steps that I've just described. Upload a spreadsheet with this API name and check the challenge in. So I'll do that now. So let me download this spreadsheet. And you know the drill now. So let's go to Setup, Object Manager, and create new from spreadsheet. Log in with Salesforce and upload your spreadsheet again. Laptop warranty. These are the fields in that object. And you want to make sure the label is as prescribed. And I'll leave the rest. Finish. And it's creating the object now. And that's done. So you can close this tab and go back again into your Sales app and go to this new object. Go to all records. So now you can see this object has a few records. So let's open one of these records and go to Setup and Edit Page. And now if you select this, it's asking you to upgrade to dynamic forms again. So let's upgrade. Select this, finish. So you can see the information section has a 2-column layout. So we're going to change that to 1 column again. And as part of the exercise, we want to move this active warranty above support level. So now they want us to add a couple of filters to these two fields. So first is the support level. So we'll go here, add a filter. And the filter they want us to apply is this, the default. So the record field called active warranty should equal true. So that means this field will only appear when the other field called active warranty is set to true. So that's done. Then I'm going to click on this expiration date field and add filter, and same drill again. Active warranty should equal true, and only then this field should appear. So add done. Save this, activate, and assign as our default for desktop and phone, and save. And you can go back to the record page and test this to see if it's working. So you can see those two fields are not appearing, and let us now edit this and make this field true. So as soon as I check it, you can see support level and expiration date are being added, and if I uncheck it, those are disappearing. So that's how dynamic forms works. So save this, and that's it. So we are ready to check in the challenge. So go back to your Trailhead and check in the challenge, and that's it. Woohoo! So we now have a new badge, and we have also maintained our hard-earned Salesforce Administrator credential. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching.